My heart is in.
Alright, what's going on? This is the Thurman Errol Spence video. Okay, I've spoken on this fight before, way before Floyd said anything, way before Spence even started calling Thurman out. I already spoke on this, okay? But since it's the biggest thing now, because everyone, because Floyd said something about Thurman fighting him, and everybody wants Thurman to fight this kid now. We gonna talk about it, all right? Do I think it's a good fight? Let me make this clear early. Do I think it's a good fight? Yeah, I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. All right, I've said it before. I want to see this fight. I think Errol Spence is a very dangerous opponent for Keith Thurman. Okay, so is Kell Brook. So is Marcos Maidana. All right, those are the guys that I think are the most dangerous for Keith Thurman. Those are the guys I'm not sure if Keith Thurman could beat. I'm not sure. Okay. I think he has a better chance of beating Maidana than he does against Brook and Spence. I think Brook, outside of Floyd Mayweather, we're taking Floyd Mayweather out of this. Out of all of the welterweights, I think Keith Thurman's most dangerous opponents is Floyd Mayweather, Kell Brook, and Errol Spence. Already. All right? That's just my personal opinion. You might think it's crazy. I really don't care. All right? But this is something that I've said many, many, many months ago. Okay? Now, let's talk about all this, right? I made a video recently. Made a video about Floyd. How I dislike this whole thing that he's doing here with Spence and offering up one of his belts, the WBA belt, if you fight on my undercard. I made that video, okay? A couple videos ago. You'll watch it. My problem with Floyd Mayweather. That was the name of the video, okay? So this is where I speak on Floyd and old Andre Berto, Kareem Mayfield, and Thurman and Spence, all this stuff that's going on. And Porter, too, because he said Porter or Thurman could fight on my undercard for one of my belts. All right? Can't believe the boxing organizations is just letting this happen. Like, Floyd can let people fight on the undercard for one of his belts. Like, since when did that happen? But anyway, moving on. Now, Keith Thurman. All right? I'm going to play devil advocate in this video, okay, because I like Keith Thurman, all right, but I understand how the other people that dislike him are going to feel about it, all right. Keith Thurman, I like the guy a lot. He's one of my top five. He's up there with Floyd. He's up there with Lara. He's one of my favorite guys up there. But I understand the guy. He doesn't want to fight Spence right now. Why? Because he is hoping he gets a shot against Floyd. If he doesn't get the shot against Floyd, he is hoping he fights Brook. Okay? Porter. All right? Khan. I feel like these guys are his rivals. These are the guys that he should be fighting. Okay? These are guys that either has a belt or they were undefeated with him or they're at the top of the welterweight division. I have no problem with him wanting to fight these guys over Errol Spence because he's been putting in his work. I know a lot of people don't respect the opponents that he's beaten, but he's been putting in his work, okay? He's fought better guys than Errol Spence have fought up to this point, okay? Errol Spence haven't fought anyone but bums. I think he's extremely talented, okay? I think he's the best prospect in the game. I think he's the future of this sport, all right? But he hasn't proved it by just fighting bums, He's been fighting bums. I don't think I got to look it up, but I don't think I've ever seen any of the guys he fought before Errol Spence fought him. Before Errol Spence fought any of the guys that he fought, I didn't know who they were, okay? So I can't get mad at Thurman for not wanting to fight Errol Spence. It came out of nowhere. I know Errol Spence was calling him out, but it came out of nowhere, right? I can't get mad at the kid. Now, as far as Keith Thurman, why I'm with the fight. Well, Keith Thurman is a guy that is all about, KOs for life, knockouts, one time, all right? I'm not afraid to lose my O, all right? Everybody wants this fight now. No one mentions Keith Thurman anymore without mentioning Errol Spence. People that didn't know who Errol Spence was 2 months ago now want Keith Thurman to fight Errol Spence. Because Floyd Mayweather said it. Floyd Mayweather said it. The guy is running with Floyd. The rumors getting around there, what happened in the gym between Floyd and Errol Spence and what's Adrian Broner. People know now. So now when people want to see the fight, you think when you talk to Keith Thurman now, we talking Errol Spence. We're not talking Kell Brook. We're not talking Porter. The diehards know, but most people want to see Errol Spence now. Everybody want to see that fight. And it's a good fight. Like I said, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. And I think Keith Thurman's going to have to fight him. I think so, because if Porter doesn't take the fight, right? I don't know who Porter would fight next, but, because it only makes sense. I mean, I think the Porter and Thurman fight is the easiest fight to make because they're coming up at the same time, okay? I mean, I know Porter's not undefeated anymore, but, they both got the same, advisor. The fight could easily happen. It could be made easily. Brook, not a little too sure because Brook is from the UK. Brook, he's playing around. He's dancing around the Keith Thurman thing. He called him out first. Now he's calling him out again, but there was a period he was quiet. He's fighting other fighters out from where he's from. I'm not really sure. Brook is also trying to get the fight with Floyd. Everybody's trying to get the fight with Floyd. Right now, Berto might be fighting Floyd. But he's waiting around. Plus the Amir Khan thing, I feel like that fight is easy to make too. But Khan really doesn't want to fight Kell Brook. So, if Thurman, but I feel like this. If Thurman doesn't get the fight with Porter, if he doesn't get the fight, I'm not going to mention Tim Bradley because Tim Bradley's top ranked. I'm not going to even mention him. It should happen, but it's not going to happen. If he doesn't get the fight with Porter, okay, right now, Khan's another one playing around with it, entertaining it. I'll fight Keith Thurman. I'm not afraid of him. Well, you know what? If all these guys don't fight Floyd, if Brook doesn't fight Floyd, if Khan doesn't fight Floyd, then and Porter doesn't fight Floyd, there's no reason, there's no excuse for all these guys to not fight each other at this point. At this point, they might as well fight each other, because none of you get in a Floyd fight. So you might as well fight each other, figure out who the best. There's two undefeated guys here, You got Brook and Thurman, But if those fights don't happen, I'm pretty sure Keith Thurman is going to end up taking this fight. If he's going to be on the undercard, this Floyd fight, they give him a good check. You're going to be on CBS. Floyd and Pacquiao was the biggest fight ever, okay? Pay-per-view, though. But now it was going to be on network television, and you're going to have so many people watching and tuning into this fight because they never seen Floyd Mayweather fight before. Like, a lot of people are going to see for the first time why it's such a big deal that Floyd Mayweather is so popular. A lot of people are going to tune into this fight. Even if they don't watch the sport, they're going to watch this fight just because it's free. Why would you not want to be on the undercard of that? So those are the reasons why I think Thurman should fight him. But I understand him for not wanting to fight Errol Spence because it's a lose-lose situation when it comes to as far as winning and losing. You guys that criticize Thurman's record, you sit here and criticize him for not fighting anyone. You want him to step up. So do I. But then you go and say you want to see the Errol Spence fight. Well, if he beats Errol Spence, whether it's by decision, whether it's by KO, what is that going to mean for Keith Thurman's resume? Nothing. It's not going to mean anything because Errol Spence haven't fought anyone. And it's going to be the same thing again. You're going to complain, he beat Errol Spence. Errol Spence didn't fight nobody. All right, well, if he loses to Errol Spence, then he's back in last place. He's going to be back at the end of the line trying to get a big fight. Amir Khan really won't fight him. Kell Brook really wouldn't fight him because he lost to Kell Brook. He lost to Errol Spence. So I get why Keith Thurman don't want to fight the dude. Not right now, especially when he's so close to fighting either Floyd or one of the other top fighters. So I get it. So I don't know why people criticize him for not taking a fight with Errol Spence. But I think he's going to end up taking it anyway because nobody even mentions Keith Thurman no more without mentioning Errol Spence. Like, Floyd's plan totally won. He won. He got Keith Thurman talks. The whole Keith Thurman fight, Keith Thurman thing, That thing is completely off his back now because everybody wants the Errol Spence fight. You know, for the people that actually wanted him to fight Keith Thurman. You know, a lot of people still want Floyd to fight Kell Brook, you know, or Amir Khan or whatever. But there's a lot of, there was a lot of people that they wanted Thurman to get the fight. You know, then you got the Triple G people, then you got the Lara people like me. I'm a Lara guy, so I want to see that fight. So anyway, as far as the fight, I mean, listen, it's a great fight. I want to see it. As far as the fight himself, dangerous fight for Keith Thurman. Dangerous fight for Kell Brook. I don't know who's going to win that. I don't know. The hardest part about this fight, to me, is doing a prediction video on it. So I don't know who's going to win that fight. You know? Errol Spence is definitely more, I think he's more, it's so hard to call it. I think he's more technical. He's definitely more technical. He's a great body puncher. Listen, I'm not even going to go there because I really don't know. If the fight happens, I'll do a video on it. But it's a tough fight. It's a dangerous fight. A fight with Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a danger to anyone at welterweight already. But we got to see it, though. We got to see it. Who's going to be the first one to step up and fight this kid? That's the question. Might have to be Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman is not. People already say he's ducking Errol Spence. That's crazy. All right. Anyway, that's that. Catch you on the next one. Got a lot of videos to do.